Hey guys, what is going on? LegoMan123 are back now with you, and today I'll be incorporating the Harry Potter Hogwarts Whomping Willow set into my Lego Harry Potter section and display. But before I do that, I actually have to make some room for it. So I have plans on how I'm going to actually make room for it. So I'll be moving the Hogwarts Express over to about here, and then these 4 sets I'll be actually putting somewhere else, which you will see soon. So first I'll start by moving these sets. So hopefully this does work because I actually haven't tested it. So if it doesn't work, then it's going to be a total bust. But I do believe it will work because I did kind of measure it out a bit and it did look like it was going to work. So let's just hope for the best. And then where I am putting the Harry Potter sets, I am taking down now. I hope they do fit because I have some room for them. And then the Fantastic Beast Lego Dimensions pack, and then the Minifigs. And then we can move this set, so I might move the train out first, probably have it there, and then carefully slide that across. Move that back there, put that there. I think that's plenty of room. So we've just got to now get the train in a tunnel there. So I might have to do this with 2 hands maybe. Oh, that was close. There we go. And push that back and that around like that, and okay, there we go. So quickly, I just moved the Hogwarts Whomping Willow set down beside me here on the ground. Instead of using one hand and then also holding my iPad to move it over here, I thought it would be better to have 2 hands because where I did have it, I don't want to accidentally drop it and then have to rebuild it because that'd be quite annoying. So I'll just quickly grab the set now. Something just came off, so I'll pick that up. And then move it into position, and wow, that looks really nice there. It's actually a fair bit of room. I didn't think that would be that much room. I thought that'd be like right next to it, but I'm really proud of that. So I might possibly move the Aragorn's layer there, but will it look right? Now I might leave it there. So just quickly, I'll add the other parts to this set. So we have the Whomping Willow, and then we have the car. So I might leave it in the tree there. So quickly off camera, I will add the minifigs and then show you guys. So quickly, I just put the minifigs, what were included in this set, into position, and I really like how it did turn out. So we have Hermione and Seamus over here just looking out just into the blue, and then we have Snape and Filch just looking pretty angry because they have caught Ron and Harry in the Fort Angular, what are now stuck in the Whomping Willow. So I really like that, and then Harry and Ron do look pretty scared. I really like this play feature where like you can spin it. I really like that. Like you can just spin it, almost fell out, but I really like that. So I didn't expect to have this much room left once I did add these settings, so I might possibly re-add these sets, which I did take down, possibly back up, but then it might like block most of the set. Yeah, that might block majority of the Whomping Willow set, so I don't want to do that, but I'm not too sure on what I should add here because there is a fair bit of room. I might add that set because it doesn't take up too much room and it is a Chamber of Secrets set, so I might possibly do that like the different sections. So we have Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and then Prisoner of Azkaban, but then we do have the Night Bath and Expecto Patronum. So what could we do about that? So quickly, I just added the Aragorn's layer set here, and I think it adds to the Chamber of Secrets display because it doesn't block too much of the Whomping Willow set, probably like maybe about this chunk here, but that is about it. So majority of the Whomping Willow set you can still see, from pretty far back, so I think that does look really nice. So we still have this big area here, so if I do move the brick heads, we have this section here. So what could I add there? Because I don't have any other Philosopher's Stone sets, and I want to keep this really cool display where I have each of the movies in chronological order. So what, could I like have it where I bring the Quidditch match forward set and then it kind of goes like a loop? I don't think that would look nice, because if we have the Quidditch set here and then the Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and then going around, then we just have the Prisoner of Azkaban sets there. Could that look nice? I don't think so. So I might possibly just move that set up, and then in the future when I do get like the Great Hall, I could add at the back there. That could look nice. So I might do that idea where I do move the Quidditch match set up, so then in the future when I do get like the Great Hall or other extensions to the Whomping Willow set, I have that room at the back. So that could look really nice. So I might move all this up a bit. Knock down one of the goals. And then, yeah, I think that's plenty of room to actually have an extension at the back there. So I quickly just fixed up the Quidditch match set and then finalized its position here. And I think it looks really nice here, because there is a fair bit of room at the back there to actually add an extension to the Whomping Willow set. And then also with the display like this now, it doesn't take up too much room. Like, you can still see the Whomping Willow set, and even when you go far back. So I really like that, because at first I was worried that I was going to cover up most of the Whomping Willow set with the other set, and I think I didn't do that, because it probably covers up maybe like 20% of the set. Like, if you look at this angle, it covers up a bit of that, and then if you look at this angle, it covers up a bit of that. But the majority of the set you can still see, so I'm really happy about that. So now we move over to this section here, and I do have a few other sets on display over here, and as you can see, I do have an empty shelf. Now I was thinking of adding the Lego Harry Potter sets in this shelf, and then also this shelf over here, because I have an idea to move the Lego Movie 2 set over to this part over here, because I could fit probably all of them, because it doesn't take up too much room. So I might do that right now. So I'll just remove all of the minifigs and then small builds. I also might give this a bit of a dust, because it is pretty dusty. So hopefully this is enough room for the Harry Potter set and also that Fantastic Beasts set, because if it's not, then I'm not sure on where I'm going to add them. So quickly off camera, I did dust the shelves here. So in the future, I might actually dust these two shelves and then also those two shelves up there, because they are pretty dusty as well, as you can see. So now I'll move the Lego Movie 2 sets into their position. So I quickly added the Lego Dimension minifigs and then also the Lego Movie 2 sets into position. And I think it looks really nice here. It looks a lot more colourful, especially this section here. And then I also like how it does look, because it doesn't look too compact and squished together, which I'm really proud of. So overall, I'm really glad I did move these sets up here, because it looks a lot more better. But there's only one problem. It's not too big, but it is a problem, and that is having 3 different Lego themes in the one section, because I like to organize my different Lego themes, like for instance Harry Potter in one section, Ninjago, and then Lego City, and also Lego Creator in another section. So to have 3 different themes in the one section is a little strange, but I would rather have this like this, so then I can make room for Harry Potter sets, because I really like the Harry Potter display I have, including my Ninjago display. So quickly off camera, I did get all the Harry Potter sets, and that one Fantastic Beasts set I'll be adding in this section, and they're sitting next to me on the floor. So I'll first add the Night Boss, because that is probably like the smallest set and the easiest to add. And then I'm just finding the minifigs. So we have Harry, and then the Stanley Shunpike, and then his sort of chest there. So I think that does look really nice there. And then we could possibly add the Expecto Patronum set there, because if we add the tree there, will it take up too... I think that looks pretty nice there, because it doesn't take up too much room, because like you can still see the night boss set. So if we add, we might have to move it back a bit, so then we can add the Dementors in. So we could add the Patronus there, and then the Dementors there, and then Sirius Black, just scooch him in there. And I think that looks, if the Dementor wants to, he does not want to go up there, we go. So I really like this section on the shelf here, and this is the Prisoner of Azkaban section. So I like how you can still see the Night Boss set, even with the Expecto Patronum set in the front. But I might possibly like move the Prisoner of Azkaban. Yeah, I thought that was going to fit, but I wasn't. So cancel that idea. I might leave the Prisoner of Azkaban set here. But the only problem is, if you go like far back and stand up, you can't actually see the Night Boss set as well as you can see it from here. So I might get some lights and like hang them up here, so then it like shines down, so you can see both of these sets a lot more better. So now we'll move on to the shelf here. So I will add the Fantastic Beasts set in the background, because with the dragon from the Hungarian Horntail Triwizard Tournament challenge, he does have some pretty big wings, and I don't want it to have like the wings coming over like that on the Fantastic Beasts set. And then also with the wings, I might have to like move it quite far up if I have the Fantastic Beasts set in the front, and I don't want it to hang over, because like if I accidentally knock it, then it's gonna go like and fall down. So I'll add the Fantastic Beasts set in the background, and then that is very hard to see quite far away, so I will definitely add some lights to that, hopefully in the future. So I'll just get the Niffler, and then Newt Scamander, and then I think we should try the dragon, because if this doesn't work, then we're gonna have to think of something else. Okay, this is quite hard to do with one hand, but I should hopefully manage. Oh, there we go. Okay, that looks really nice, and the wing doesn't block too much, so I'm really proud about that. I might move the tail up a bit, so then I can position him a little more back. So quickly off camera, I did move the dragon's tail, so that way it was a lot more easier to position, and then also I can have him a bit more that way, so then I can add in a few more things. So sorry if you were looking forward to that. It's just a little more easier to do with two hands instead of one. But my only concern with this section here is that with the Fantastic Beasts set, from the shadow of the dragon and then the tent, and then also the sort of darkness of this section, you won't be able to see the Fantastic Beasts set, because if I quickly stand up and like move back, the Fantastic Beasts set is really hard to see. You can just see it in the camera, but if I move a little more back, like it is getting harder and harder to see. So I'm definitely gonna have to add some lights into both of the sections. So I'll now add the tent in there very carefully, because I don't want to knock the dragon. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks okay. You can still see a bit of the Fantastic Beast set, and then a few of the minifigs, but with Newt Scamander and the Niffler, they are like completely covered. But I'm quite curious to see if like I have some light in here, will you see the Fantastic Beast set a little more better? So now I'll quickly add the minifigs, and I might just have them like standing at the front like that. In like this. Fleur does not want to stand up for some reason. And then Harry, Cedric, and then if I move Fleur, yeah, there we go. And then Victor Crumb. And then if I get Harry's broomstick and like have it there, I think that looks really nice. And then the final piece is actually from the Expecto Patronum set, and that is like this sort of Expecto Patronum piece in the translucent dish. so I might add it to that off camera. I'm really proud of how this section did turn out because I really like the position of these sets, but my only problem is the lighting, because it is very hard to see these sets if you're far back, especially the Fantastic Beast one. So hopefully in the future I'll be getting some lights and adding them up here so that it will shine down on these sets, so it will be a lot more easier to see. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. So much just I did making this video, because I really did enjoy making it, and then also adding some Harry Potter sets to my Harry Potter display. This has been quite the video, a lot of progress and updates for my Harry Potter display, and I hope you guys did enjoy that. Now this video after the outro will probably be like 16 minutes long, so if you did stay to the end, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and it definitely does mean a lot. So I'm really proud of the changes to my Harry Potter display, because I think it looks a lot more better, but the only problem is I'm rapidly running out of room to add sets, especially in the future when I do get the bigger ones, because with like the Great Hall, the Clock Tower, they will probably take up a lot of room, and I'm currently running out of room very quickly, so that is a problem. But in the future, when I do get an extension to this set, hopefully have it at the back here. As always guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I can now say so, goodbye!